задоволення. І нагадую також, що сертифікати за відвідування наших вебінарів надходять вам на електронну пошту впродовж тижня після вебінару, тобто до наступної середи має з'явитися сертифікат. Також уважно читайте листа. Ви знаєте, що тепер сертифікати повинні містити особистий номер ідентифікаційний, за яким можна буде ідентифікувати, що це саме ваш сертифікат, він справжній. Цей номер ми вам надсилаємо в листі, тому просто його копіюєте, вставляєте в сертифікат, друковуєте ваше ім'я і прізвище, зберігаєте, роздруковуєте і можете додавати до свого портфоліо і використовувати на курсах для зарахування за ваші курси підвищення кваліфікації. Поганий зв'язок. Так, бачу, що ще чекаємо, поки у всіх підгрузиться. А поки що ті, хто мене чують, питаннячко для вас. Хто з вас вже був на прямих ефірах від Кріса на Фейсбуці? От мій модератор Мар'янка Петречко шерить з вами лінк на Фейсбук. Хто ще не підписаний, будь ласка, підписуйтесь. How to contact Chris. Ви можете зайти на нашому сайті eltdinternal.com.ua, є всі наші контактні дані, всіх методистів. Ви можете знайти там Кріса, його електронну пошту, можна йому написати. Або, якщо ви берете участь у прямому ефірі, можна задавати питання в чаті, і Кріс з задоволенням на них буде відповідати. Бачу тих, хто вже був, це прекрасно, я теж була, слухала, було цікаво. Завтра з задоволенням теж доєднаюсь. Читання що онлайн, що офлайн – це така дуже цікава тема для всіх вчителів, особливо читання онлайн, адже якщо ми в класі, контролювати процес набагато простіше, ніж якщо ми говоримо про навчання дистанційне. Тому секретні якісь там стратегії Кріс хоче розказати, сподіваюся, що буде цікаво. От пані Юлія пише, що сподобався вебінар з Семом. Це пречудово. До речі, так, наші колеги з Великобританії, Сем Маккін і Грем Джонс, сьогодні проводили свої перші вебінари для Internal Education. Якщо ви брали участь вчора або сьогодні з Гремом, діліться своїми враженнями. Мені дуже сподобалось. Мені здається, що було дуже цікаво, інтерактивно. Багато цікавих. Graham was amazing, great. Ми обов'язково передамо, їм буде надзвичайно приємно. Для них це був перший раз, трошки нервовий, як ви розумієте. Всі ми знаємо, як складно звикати до дистанційної роботи. Вони теж звикли працювати з учнями або з вчителями вживу. Так, це трошки інше. Тому мені дуже приємно, що вам було цікаво. Можете поділитись якимись новими фішками або знаннями, які ви отримали. Я, наприклад, довго-довго думала, що все ж таки у Британії кажуть «bless you», коли хтось чхає, а виявляється, що ні. І тоді стає цікаво, чого ж ми цьому вчимо учнів, якщо насправді цього ніхто не каже. Отака цікава річ. Про cheers це ми вже звикли. У нас, наприклад, той самий Кріс Кербі, він взагалі дуже любить це слово cheers, він його використовує замість будь-якого взагалі. Слово, мені здається, і thank you, і hello, і goodbye, і you're welcome. У них це найулюбленіша фраза, тому 100% актуальна, можете використовувати. Bob's your uncle – це прекрасний вираз і дуже цікава історія. Мені теж дуже сподобалось. Ми знаємо, що, в принципі, таке буває, так, коли хтось щось отримує, тому що має якісь зв'язки, тому походження цієї фрази абсолютно нам близьке і зрозуміле. Я не думаю, що ми можемо сказати cheers when somebody is sneezing, але замість thank you або hello, або goodbye, так, вони використовують зараз cheers. І ви абсолютно праві, не встигла побачити ім'я, хтось писав, що дуже приємно і цікаво слухати про культурні особливості від саме носіїв мови, і це абсолютно правда. Це надзвичайно цікаво. Все ж таки, те, що ми тут вчимо, воно хоча і максимально актуальне, як ми намагаємось його зробити, проте все ж таки, коли ти спілкуєшся з реальною людиною з іншої культури, це зовсім інший досвід. Звук потрошку з'являється. Я бачу, що в когось ще немає. Ну, давайте я поки що ще раз розкажу про те, що сьогодні буде. А сьогодні у нас буде лотерейка, як ви знаєте. Наприкінці ми будемо проводити лотерейку сьогодні. Будемо розігрувати Next Move. Це наш підручник Pearson для середніх класів, 5-8 класи. Чесно, не знаю і не скажу вам зараз одразу, які саме рівні отримають переможці. Проте це обов'язково буде не просто підручник, а насправді це такий захований комплект підручника і робочого зошита. І ті, хто мене зараз чує і бачить екран, то можуть здогадатись, що саме допомагає нам, дозволяє мені сказати, що це буде комплект, а не просто книжка. На обкладинці це написано, і Ольга абсолютно права. Я вам дякую. Так, Яна, Тамара, ви абсолютно праві. Це MyEnglishLab. Тобто це буде підручник з кодом доступу до MyEnglishLab, де буде електронна версія робочого зошита. А отже, це дійсно ніби комплект, а не просто книжка. Тому дочекайтесь обов'язково кінця вебінару, коли ми будемо проводити лотерею. Я сподіваюся, що на той момент вже у всіх все буде працювати, і аудіо, і відео, і всі все побачать. Вже 10 хвилинок майже пройшло. Бачите, сьогодні чомусь дуже-дуже важко дається платформі підвантажувати учасників. Нас вже більше 700. Зараз пише, що зв'язок наче непоганий. Тому мабуть, будемо потрошку рухатись далі. І єдине, що я заздалегідь прошу вибачення, що ми не закінчимо раніше, ніж хотілося б, можливо. І все ж таки я вас дотримую, мабуть, аж до 4-ї години, тому що дуже багато інформації цікавої, якою я хочу поділитись. І я сподіваюся, що ви будете терплячі, і вам буде цікаво, і ви послухаєте, і обов'язково будете брати участь у лотереї, тому що дуже важливо, щоб ви були з нами до самого кінця, аби ми могли вас обрати зі списку тих, хто є на вебінарі, коли ми проводимо лотерею. Тому дочекайтесь. З'явився звук ще у когось, воно обов'язково відбудеться, це займає лише трошки часу. Давайте ми будемо мінімальними такими шажочками рухатись вперед, кроки невеликі. Тема наша сьогодні, я думаю, ви знаєте, Digital by Default. Отаке цікаве формулювання, до речі, не моє. I kind of like borrowed it from the company, the new company that we start a new project with here in Eternal Education. And very soon you'll be able to find out what this company is and what kind of absolutely new resources and, well, I can just say like services we can now provide teachers, and not only teachers, but also students with. So that's a great new project that I will tell you very soon about, maybe in a couple of weeks. And we are going today to talk about some components with some online or digital components to different Pearson resources. So I'm absolutely sure that, well, this room that looks like this, working with computers or tablets or laptops, is no longer something extraordinary for teachers. We are all now trying to get used to working online, working with our students using different digital and online services. And again, something like this is nothing new, teaching face-to-face, one-on-one, teaching to different groups using Zoom, for example, or Skype. If you are using any of these online platforms to run lessons online right now, can you share which ones do you use and if you like them or not? So here at Internal Education, we use Zoom. I think it's great. Yeah, lots of people are using Zoom. I can see great. So it's free. It can be free. So 40-45 minutes is enough for a lesson, right? And if you need, you can upgrade it as well. Skype is also great. Absolutely. Viber, yes, why not? You can share audios and videos in there. Oh, Discord, you're, very, very up to date. And lots of teenagers, they like using Discord for playing video games. So well done. That's a great tool. WebEx, I've never heard of that actually. Google Class, yeah, I do know that. Also Microsoft Teams. So there are lots and lots of resources to study online nowadays. And not even just like regular lessons, but I know that people do yoga online now, and like Pilates, lots of like fitness lessons. So, my nephews actually are having their like stretching lessons kind of that they usually do before their football practice. So they also do it online using Zoom. And there are lots of very interesting things that you can learn online nowadays. So like dance lessons. Yes, great, Oksana. So that's what I wanted to show you. I found this couple that provides us with dance tutorials to stage your wedding dances. So if you are about to get married, you can go to their webpage, you can choose a dance to your favorite melody or favorite song, and you just buy this tutorial and they will help and teach you how to stage this perfect wedding lesson online. So you don't need nobody, you can do it at home, just train. It's very interesting. I think it's a wonderful idea. It's a great niche that they found. And once again, so Pearson is the company that has been known for a long time as the one that has lots of digital tools and digital solutions for students and for teachers. So today we are going to talk about some of the digital resources that Pearson has. So not so much talking about what's going on right now, like this distance learning during the quarantine time, but also what can happen after the quarantine finishes, finally, after we go back to our regular lives and you go back to the classroom, you start a new school year in the autumn. And what can you do with your students then? How can you work online with your students after that? So starting with primary school, we have got several resources that we offer for primary school students. One of them is called Islands. So if you are using Islands, you can put a plus in the chat box or say yes. I think it's a wonderful resource. It's great for specialized schools and private language schools. It has lots of fun vocabulary and these fun characters, and the whole story is wonderful. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. It's a great book, and it's very interactive. So in the pupils book that students use in the classroom, there is this like scratch code inside that they use to get access to something that is called Islands Online World. So this is an interactive game that they play online. They create a character and they perform different quests. And to finish the quest, they need to show that they know the material. So I want to show you what it looks like so that you understand what it is for the students and what they have to do and what it looks like for them. So let's try and watch the little video of this online game to see what the students actually do there.
A new hint is shown at the bottom of the screen. Here, students look for Neil. Ready? Let's go! Students click on the new characters they meet to get new clues. The artist wants them to help paint his picture. They listen for the color, click on the number, then click on the color. Students have fun as the picture fills with colors. And they practice their English.
9 is pink. Very good. 10 is purple. Very Very good. Thanks for your help. Here, take this. Find the balloon man.
Next, they look for the balloon man. They simply move the mouse in the direction they want to go. The balloon man gives students a balloon.
Thanks. Here, take this balloon.
The balloon takes them up in the sky, and by surprise, they find Neil.
Very good.
Scene 1 quest is complete. Very good.
So, well, yeah, that's a wonderful way to revise the material that you learn in the classroom. So you can see that they had to remember the numbers and the colors to do this task, and then to complete the quest to find this other boy. And so it goes throughout all the levels of the book. So the tasks become more difficult, and they need to show not only the vocabulary knowledge, but also grammar. But it's a wonderful interactive way to revise everything, learning through playing. You're absolutely right. The students will absolutely love it. Another thing that they have with islands is another scratch code now in the activity book. And here they actually get access to an interactive online activity book. So they can practice and do some exercises, practice the same material, but in a different way. So the activities themselves are a little bit different. The tasks are not the same as in the paper activity book. So there are lots of other things here. We'll go through them one by one. So the first thing I want to show you are the tasks themselves. So you can see lots of units here. All the units are present. So let's choose, for example, Unit 5, Pets, right? So here is the page, a spread actually. You can see 3 tasks, and these green boxes mean that these tasks are interactive. So they click on this green box, and they open the task. Here, the task, for example, is to match the words to the pictures, right? So they drag and drop the words, then they click on Submit Answers, and now they can see which answers are right and which are wrong, and they can restart and try again until they get all the answers correctly. So it's a wonderful way to practice again the material. They can do it with parents. It is easy, it is clear whether they are right or wrong, so they don't need to wait till the next lesson so that the teacher tells them if they were correct. Here they will get everything immediately. It's fun and interesting, and parents will also like taking part in the process. The next thing that they have within this interactive digital activity book are songs and chants. And not just songs. It's a bit small on the screen, but actually for each song, there is a karaoke version. So they can turn on the background, the karaoke of the song. They will see the lyrics, and they can sing again with their parents or their siblings. They can make a concert out of it, so sing all the songs that they know so far. It is fun. They will revise the vocab, revise grammar structures, practice pronunciation and listening skills all in one place. Plus a little bit of reading skills if we talk about using the karaoke version. So it's like an integration of everything that's possible. The other thing here are the flashcards. And the flashcards are just a number of pictures for the vocabulary units that the students learn at school during this course. And you can see here that they can be sorted by unit to revise the material, for example, before a dictation or something like this, or by topic, so that it is more, clear, and they just make sure that they know like all the animals, so not only pets, but wild animals as well. And for each of these flashcards, for each of the pictures, you can see there is the speaker button here, so they can click on it and they will hear the word, so they can practice again listening skills and pronunciation. They can practice saying these words before they go to school, so again with their parents, maybe teach their parents some English. Children will definitely like it. So this is something they can do here with this function. And there are also like story cards and posters that they can use and you can use in the classroom or at home to revise the material. And DVDs. So by DVDs, they mean these little like short videos that go with the course of Islands. So it's the same characters as in the stories and throughout the whole book. So again, they practice listening skills. They can actually print out or just take a look at the script so they can see what they're talking about. So again, practice reading skills, just have fun, just, immerse themselves into this like native speaking English environment, which is a great tool at home, especially if we're not talking about constantly being able to talk to your teacher face to face. So that's it with Islands. Of course, the teacher has access to everything. You have one code in the teacher's book and you get access to the online world game and to this digital activity book with all these extra features. So teacher has got everything. That's it with Islands. And now the second resource I want to show you is something that I'm sure that lots of you have heard about and maybe are even using right now. And if you guess what I'm talking about, you can very quickly type in the chat box, because this is our bestseller, absolute bestseller for primary school. And that is, yes, talking about primary school, Nadia was the first. Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm talking about Fly High. Fly High has been loved by teachers here in Ukraine for many years already. It's been here for a long time. And that is why, of course, several years ago, we understood it's time to update it a little bit. Plus, New Ukrainian School had like new demands, new requirements to the books. That is why now we have Fly High Ukraine, a special exclusive edition that only teachers and students in Ukraine do. So we've published Fly High Ukraine 1 and 2, and level 3 is coming up. It's very, very close to your bookshelves. Actually, next week, you can take part in a webinar about Fly High Ukraine 3. So if you are using it at school, you may want to take a look at what's new in the third level. And with Fly High, what we decided to do is to create our own online support page or interactive page for students and teachers, and we call it Fly High Digital. So now I want to tell you about what you can find here via this link, pearson.com/flyhighukraine. And there are lots of materials here. You can see 4 groups, 4 rubrics. I will go through each of them one by one and tell you everything that I can about all of these features. And my wonderful moderator today, Mariana, she's sharing the link to our Young Learners project. So you can find everything about the webinars and Fly High Digital in there and much more. So if you are teaching in primary school, follow the link. There are lots of wonderful ideas in there. But now let's go through Fly High Digital. And Fly High Digital, this portion of this online page, is for students. And here they will find videos and interactive games. So video materials are divided by topic. You can see school life, family, food, I don't know, whatever, my day, toys, animals, so lots of different topics. Plus, they are categorized by type. So documentary videos that are for primary school, so age appropriate, absolutely. Drama videos, which are these little like short portions of mini series, kind of like something in Wider World and Go Getter, and culture videos. So lots of interesting tools in there. And I want to show you just a little bit of one of these videos so that you can understand what it looks like and what students can do with it and take from these videos. And this is something that everybody will be able to see and hear, even if you can't hear me right now. So let's spend a couple of seconds to watch the video.
It's Olivia's birthday on Saturday. We're making a surprise party. But what does Olivia like?
Yum. A
cupcake. Olivia, do you like cupcakes? Cupcakes? Yeah, I love them. I like cupcakes for my birthday party. On your birthday, do you have cupcakes or birthday cake? I like birthday cake and ice cream.
So you can see it's not only vocabulary, but they can see some items, they can see the picture, so it's easy to associate the word that they hear with the picture. Plus, right, present simple and preferences. Like, love, what does Olivia like? So practice grammar and vocab, listen, and it's also nice for children to see and hear children of approximately their age speak English, so they can borrow and they can then like role play their intonation and pronunciation, so they will absolutely love that. This is something you can use right now. Share with them the link, they'll just watch the videos and have fun with them. The next thing here are these interactive games. Games are pretty simple, so they are again divided by topics, family, animals, toys, free time, and so on. And then the game itself is like a memory game or palmanism. So they need to match pictures to words. There are 3 sets of vocabulary, 3 rounds in this game for each topic. And you can see that there is a restart button, so they can try again as many times as they like. And these plates, these cards, they will change places. So you can do it in the classroom and let everyone play if you have a projector and the board, or at home they can just do it, just use this game to revise the words again as many times as they like. So that's with Fly High Digital, video resources, plus interactive games for your students. Now my absolutely favorite part of Fly High Digital, which is Fly High support. And this is the section that was devoted and created solely for you, my dear colleagues. That is for the teacher. So this is your temple of worship, if I may say so. This is the place where you can find absolutely everything that you need to work with Fly High. The first group is calendar planning, audio materials, and some flashcards and extra photocopyables. So let's look at what's here. With calendar planning, pretty basic. It's something that no one can imagine working with a course without, of course. So we have all 4 levels here, different number of hours depending on what you need. So you can download it, change it if you need to, and well, then just use it in your school life. Then the same with audio. So we have here all the CDs for Fly High 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fly High Ukraine 3 will also appear here, of course. So somebody said before that parents don't have where to play the DVDs. I absolutely agree. And the same with the CD, the pupil CD, to do homework from the activity book. So they can find everything here. They can download it as well and do the test at home even without the physical CDs. And now flashcards and photocopyables. So the flashcards here that we have are these word cards for the target vocabulary of each of the levels. So level 1, Fly High Ukraine 1 and 2 are here now. Fly High Ukraine 3 will appear very, very soon. And you can also see some nice colored figures here, some characters. These are finger puppets that you can print out, cut out, laminate if you want to, and use with your students to role-play dialogues, to role-play stories, and so on in the classroom, which is great because they can practice in small groups or in pairs before they do it open class, you know, to gain confidence. And to actually do play it in front of the class, to stage it like a real theater, we also have masks of the same characters. Again, they are downloadable. You can cut them out, color them as they like it. Each will have their own set of masks and finger puppets, own colors that they love, and they can use it in their kind of school theater. There are much more, many more ideas how to use masks and finger puppets in Fly High Ukraine teacher's book. That was actually by my amazing moderator here today, Mariana Petrechko. So there are dozens of ideas in there how to use these materials in the classroom, not only for role play. So if you are using the book, the course, make sure that you have the teacher's book and you can find lots of interesting advice in there. And we also have here for the teachers tests for to Fly High, starting from level 2. We've got phonics pages, phonics lesson plans for Alphabet Funbook that we also recommend using practice alphabet, learning how to write letters. And you can see some board games. So what are the board games here? Well, actually, these are also downloadable, and they are the alphabet domino and the tactical domino. So, of course, children will like playing dominoes in the classroom. You can use it anytime you need to revise the alphabet, to revise the vocabulary that you learned so far. It's a fun way. Again, each child can have, or pair can have their own set, or you can play open class, so it's up to you. It's here, it's free, so just download it, cut it out, and use it with your students. I hope that you will enjoy playing these games with your students. The last two portions here are texts of stories and щоденник навчання. So let's see what this is. The stories texts are here created in such a way that you can download them, print them out, and cut them into lines. So you can use this for jigsaw reading, for role playing, and well, again, there are lots of other ideas how to use them in the teacher's books. So make sure you check it out as well. And My Fly High Diary are these spreads where we kind of like revise the material, right? These are most for the teachers, they look mostly like revision pages. For students, it's something that's very important with New Ukrainian School, this formative assessment all the time. And if you are using the books, you can see that some of you are using these materials, then you know that on these pages, there are these can-do statements. Я вмію, я знаю, я можу. And what can you do with them? So here, you will find these phrases as flashcards, again, downloadable and printable. So you can use them in the classroom during these lessons of formative assessment, put them around the classroom, let children choose the corner that they feel most comfortable at. Just let them choose the cards. Again, lots of ideas in the teacher's book. I'm not the expert in primary school, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know whether it's for good or bad, but Mariana is definitely the expert, and she gave you lots of wonderful ideas in the teacher's book, so make sure you check that out. So Fly High support, summing up, calendar planning, audio resources and tests, and lots of extra materials that you can use in the classroom and sometimes at home. Then a brand new addition to Fly High Digital is our Fly High Library, which is actually a library. So there are lots of texts, not books yet. We don't write that many books so far, but texts for your primary school children. They are not class, divided. So you can't say like level 1, level 2, level 3. They are of different level because the topics are different. So you just choose how you feel, which class that better suits to. And for each text, there is the key vocabulary set so that you and the students and parents know what are the words that students need to remember after working with this lesson. Then there is the text itself. You can enlarge it, zoom it out so they can see it better. And there's another thing you can see down below the text. There is this like play bar. And that's because this library was created not only for your students to develop their reading skills, but listening skills as well. All these texts were recorded by our wonderful former colleague, Sophia Rigby. It's a nice voice that children will love, absolutely very slow and understandable, comprehensive for all the children. So they can use these audio tracks as a listening material. So you can transform the reading lesson into a listening lesson. Plus, you can see just below there are some buttons. I'll make them a little bit bigger for you. You can print out the text as a PDF to use in the classroom, even without the internet. You can download the audio as well to use in the classroom. And you can print out the tasks and the answers to the tasks so that you can create a perfect reading or listening lesson with your students using these materials. If we talk about working online, the tasks are just below the text. So here are them. You can see there are tasks for vocabulary, some reading or listening comprehension tasks, and the last task is always a discussion. Ask your classmate, talk to your group mates, like here, what pet have you got? What do you do together with your pet? So there are always some questions to discuss to practice communicative skills. That is my Fly High library. So materials to practice listening and reading. And the last but not least here are the materials for parents. And we know that working with parents can be difficult sometimes. They like to ask us some awkward or uncomfortable questions that we may not have the answer, like, just that second. And they like to pay lots of attention to the learning process, especially in primary school. It can be pretty stressful. I absolutely agree. So here we have this, set of questions that parents usually ask. Like, why do we use so many books, like pupils book, activity book, alphabet book, that? Why do we need so many resources? Do we teach them transcription? Do we use translation in the lessons? Why or why not? So some of the answers to these questions are here. So they can go to this page, or you can use this just, again, to make sure that you have some backup, that was created by our methodologist. So you click on the answer and you can see what we think may be a good idea to say to the parents if they ask something like this. And well, you can refer to us or refer parents to this page so they can see this. And down here, there are also resources to work at home, which are audios for the activity book, so they can do the tasks at home. And once again, the masks and finger puppets, so that they can create this theater and role play with parents or with siblings at home, practice speaking, practice vocab, grammar, well, everything, just revise the material at home. That is Fly High Parents. So it's a lot. You need to follow the link, you need to go there, and you need to take a look at it on your own, just to remember everything that's in there, because it takes some time. But now you will know everything if you are using Fly High or you think about starting using it next year. So definitely follow the link that was shared in the chat box, and you will find lots of materials in there. So now that was our primary school. So I think it's now high time for us to start talking about secondary school and teach adults. And again, I'm going to talk about something that you have already mentioned here today. This is something that is a buzzword now. Lots of children and teachers are using it currently. The resource that we have that can work with the wide world, you're absolutely right. But I am talking about something digital, something online, something interactive that we have for wider world and for next move and for focus. You're absolutely correct. So what is this thing? What is this platform called? And High Note has it. Yes, Olena, you're absolutely correct. I'm going to talk about MyEnglishLab. So if you know the name, then maybe you are already using it. If you are using it, please send us a plug in the chat box. I can say with pride that for the last couple of weeks, we've actually connected more than 40,000 students around Ukraine to using MyEnglishLab during the quarantine time. We are very grateful to teachers who decided to try it out, who trusted us with your online learning during this difficult period. I hope that working with MyEnglishLab is fun and interesting for you and effective. And for those who hear it for the first time here, MyEnglishLab is this online platform that contains the workbook in interactive form. So your students can do tasks online, they get immediate results to the activities, they can see their mistakes, they can work on them, and it helps motivating students spend more time on their homework. So, Valentina, I will show you how to get access to MyEnglishLab just in a couple of minutes, so stay tuned. Because it is accessed online, they can actually work on their homework wherever they are, at home, abroad with their parents, maybe traveling, not so much traveling now, but later on, of course, when the borders are open again, they will be traveling. They don't carry their books with them everywhere, but they carry their phones with them wherever they go. So they will be able to do their homework wherever they are. And in terms of books, you were absolutely correct. It works with Wider World, Go Getter, and Next Move for younger teenagers, so forms 5 to 8. It works with a book for older teenagers like Focus, both first and second edition, brand new high novel. I'm very pleased that you remember the book. And Gold Experience, which is great for private language schools. And it's the book that's more suitable for preparation. If there are any teachers who have private lessons or university teachers here in the room now, we've got MyEnglishLab for general English resources like Speak Out and Roadmap, Cutting Edge, plus business resources like Business and Marketing, and there is an extra resource that's called My Grammar Lab that's devoted to teaching grammar. So there is only grammar here, lots of activities, very interesting, very, very fun. How it works is usually we have the student's book in the classroom, right, where which we use with our students when we teach in the classroom, and we have a workbook that they use at home to do homework at. With MyEnglishLab, you buy a different version of the student's book. So inside the material is the same, but you can see on the cover that there is this plate that says with MyEnglishLab. And inside there is a scratch code. It's unique for every student, so only them will have access to their activities, and the results that they have are only their own results, so no one can, hack that and ruin something in there. So they will do homework with MyEnglishLab using that access code. It means that in the classroom, nothing changes for you. You don't need the internet in the classroom. You don't need a whiteboard or a projector or a computer. You just work with your regular student's book, but at home, students work online. So it's easy to implement in the classroom, even if we're not talking about this quarantine time, but later on. You don't need anything in the class, actually. You just need to be able to do homework. Your phone will be enough for that. And then they just work online at home. And they will do lots of different activities like reading, exam preparation types of tasks, depending on the book, of course. True or false, multiple choice, everything is in there. Listening, the same. They do the listening, and they don't need a CD. They don't need to download any tracks because they have the listening built in the exercise, actually. So they just click on play, listen as many times as they need, and do the task. If they think that the task is too difficult for them, or they just don't quite understand what the person in the audience says, it can happen, especially if they are only getting used to using these authentic materials where we have native speakers talking, because of course they talk in English. Hearing native speakers is a bit different, and also use different accents in the books. So here, there is this button with the callout, and it actually opens the script for them. At first, they can use the script to practice their reading skills and listening skills at the same time. And it will help them build confidence in their listening skills. They will be able to understand everything better later on. So I've got lots of wonderful comments from teachers and students saying they really did use the script and subtitles at first a lot, but later on they started understanding everything on their own, and it's amazing that they can see their own progress. That's what we want. We want them to stay motivated and see their own progress. Vocabulary exercise, the same, different types of tasks and grammar as well. Plus, for some tasks like grammar, you can see that there is this, and click on it, it opens the rules. They can look through the rules before the task, revise the material, and do the activity that is here. So here it was, open the brackets, different tenses, others, I click submit, and I immediately see where I am right or wrong. So I don't need to wait till the next lesson to know whether the answers were correct. Immediately they can see that, see the result. If you give them such an opportunity, they can try doing it better next time. And for that, they have these little like callouts here. So if they click on this red callout near the wrong answer, it will show them a hint on what the correct answer is. So here it's find it. Find it is definitely wrong. Find has irregular past forms. So they can think about what regular verbs are and how to work with them. So I can see lots of people saying thank you. I hope you are not leaving yet, because in a couple of minutes we're going to run a lottery, and to start in the lottery you still need to be here with us. So please don't leave till the end. It's just a couple of more minutes. I know that the connection was not great today, but that you can stay with us for another couple of minutes and just listen to everything till the very end. And the green callout, they give them this positive feedback on what they're doing well. So which portions of grammar they know already, and that is very important because, you know, grammar is sometimes really daunting for students. They think it's something they will never understand. So here, they will see their own progress and they'll stay motivated as well. And then there is a great book where you can see the answers and you can see the results of all of your students. You can see the grades and which answers they did that were incorrect. You can see the mistakes. So lots of wonderful features here within MyEnglishLab. So generally, with MyEnglishLab, just summing up, you deliver your lesson in the classroom as usual, and they do homework online. You go online, you check the results, you can see the mistakes, and depending on these mistakes, you can adjust the lesson. You can think about which areas were difficult. You can only focus on them and spend more time on communication with your students, because communicative skills are the ones that can only be developed face-to-face with other people. So no platform can help with that, absolutely sure. So if you haven't tried MyEnglishLab yet, here is the link. You can follow the link and fill in the form. When you're not a Pearson user, if you use resources, you can still fill in the form and try MyEnglishLab during this quarantine time. I hope that it will be interesting and effective for your students, and it will save you some time, and will just be an interesting and fun experience for both you and your children. And now it's time for the lottery, actually, so stay here with me. I hope that you will be able to see everything. I'm going to share my screen now. So here it is. I can see that you can actually see this. Here is, so here I can see your emails. I will copy all these emails now, and I'm going to open the web page that's called random.org. So this is something that we use for this randomizing lotteries here on our webinars, as well as when we do lottery on Facebook. You can use it with your students as well, when you divide them into groups, for example, or something like this. So here are your emails. I hope that you can see the list. Here is everyone here. So I just click on randomize, and here are the 20 lucky winners. So here they are. I will enlarge the font as much as possible. Yes, here are the 20 people that won. So congratulations to the winners. If you can see yourself here within these 20 people, I'm happy for you. I am envious because I actually have never won anything in such lotteries. I've been to many seminars by different publishers, but I am not lucky at all. I haven't won a single book. So maybe you're just like me, but again, don't worry. We are running webinars twice a day for this week and next week straight. So take part in other webinars, and hopefully you will actually win something. So for those who were not able to see the emails, here they are in the chat box. And thanks a lot for being here with me. Once again, the certificates will come in a week's time, so please be patient. I hope that it was interesting and you will get your certificate just as usual. Yes, well, actually, people who win, we don't exclude them, because if you are taking part in the webinar, you're just as any other participant, and it's this random org page that chooses out of the emails. So you have the exact same amount of chance of winning each webinar that you take part in. So thanks a lot for being here with me. I hope, regardless of all the technical issues, it was informative for you. Thanks a lot for being here with me. If you had lots of troubles with sound and video, the webinar will be on our webpage in the recorded form, so you can watch it again if you need to. And I hope that, well, the information that I shared here with you today was interesting for you, and you can still get access to it. Don't forget, you can use MyEnglishLab now if you aren't using it yet. So go to our webpage, find this form, fill it in, and use it with your students. Subscribe to our Facebook. Absolutely. Don't forget, tomorrow, 1 p.m., Chris Kirby will be running his stream. Thanks a lot for being here with me. Stay happy, stay healthy as usual. Stay safe, right? Stay at home. You can see previous webinars on our webpage, ELT.internal.com.ua. So, Marianka, can I ask you please to share the link to the recorded webinars in the chat box, so you can go there and you can watch all the recordings of all the previous webinars. You can actually take a test and get the certificate of observation after that. So thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks for your nice words. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for being here with me. I'm very happy to see familiar names every time we have these webinars, whether I'm here on screen or behind the screen like Mariana is today. So we're thankful for you for staying with us and following us every day with our webinars. Very, very happy. Thank you. Thanks a lot for that. And yeah, see you very, very soon. If you are going to take part in some other webinars this week, then maybe we will see each other here behind the screen. So thanks a lot, and bye-bye. See you soon.